welcome everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Let's Talk, which is a series of conversations with exceptional people. I'm Derrick.
And I'm Chien.
And today, in conjunction with Young Entrepreneur X Factor, and also in true Let's Talk fashion, we're going to be speaking to the pitching competition's 5 finalists from the teens category. This was Yenny, Dominic, Chien, Peter, and Anis. So guys, how are you guys doing today?
Oh,
Quite good.
Whoa.
Quite good.
Very, very well.
Okay, good. I'm not sure if I heard a tired because our speakers are kind of poop, but yeah. Okay.
Slept well done last night.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say how impressive you guys were on stage. If it were me, I wouldn't be like calm and confident, especially talking to successful entrepreneurs.
Yes, I have to agree, although I have no experience, but yeah, congratulations guys for being the 5 chosen ones. Another question, did you guys expect to end up here?
no.
No.
Yes,
Oh no.
I wasn't
No.
expecting me to run it.
No.
Gotta be honest,
No.
man.
No.
Well, you guys are all here now, so good job on that.
So without further ado, let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk, which is the name of our, okay, you get the point. So before we get into the deeper questions on your competition experience and whatnot, we want to play a very, very quick game. It's known as Would You Rather. Everyone played Would You Rather before, right?
No.
Yeah.
Come on, Lucky.
No.
Oh no.
I do not have the privilege.
I never liked it. I never liked
Basically, we're going to be asking you guys quick questions and you guys are going to be answering quickly. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to ask one and Vincent's going to ask one.
Yeah. So
And I think I'll start off first, and there's probably no better person to answer this question than the oldest and probably the most manliest person here, Peter.
Wow.
Peter,
So Peter, I want to ask you a very serious and manly question, okay? Would you rather drink chocolate milk or strawberry milk?
Strawberry.
Okay.
Okay,
Peter.
controversial, but I don't like chocolate.
You don't like, oh my
it. Who
god.
doesn't like
Don't
chocolate
hold me
milk?
down.
Listen, like, we don't really-
Okay.
Okay. So Yenny, would you rather drive a race car or fly a helicopter?
Helicopter.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Me too.
Chien, are you more of a dog person or a cat person?
I don't really know though. I'll say dog maybe. Dog. Yeah.
Dog? Okay. Do you have any pets at home?
Yeah, actually I do. I have sugar gliders, Have you heard of those things?
Wow.
Yeah. I got 7 of those things, Every night they scream and yell. Oh. And then next day you come out, there's like poop all over the floor. I'm like,
Do they like fly around your house?
yet
Ooh.
I wish they would, so they actually stick with their name, but they don't. They just sit in their cage and get fat.
That's cute. Dominic, would you rather live in a bungalow or a tree house?
What's a bungalow?
Why not tree house?
Boring.
What? What's a bungalow?
It's like a big house.
A big
Oh,
house.
obviously a bungalow. I never liked tree houses,
Yeah.
Like the thing is, I always feel like that the tree's gonna collapse and I'm gonna fall to the ground. A bungalow is obviously more stable and actually, follows housing guidelines.
It's good too. And also you own like proper land, but yeah. Anis,
Yeah.
would you rather eat a dead worm or would you rather eat a lizard?
Oh my gosh, a live lizard.
That's a very tough question there.
I'm so sorry for her for getting this question.
Yeah, I know, right?
We're waiting. Lizard or
She's
dead worm?
A dead worm probably, because then a dead worm, because a lizard would be alive still. And I don't think I want to experience eating something that's sentient.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Its feet would probably stick to your esophagus or something. Yeah.
Yenny, would you
Yeah.
rather be able to talk to animals or read people's mind?
Oh man. Read people's mind.
Why not talk to animals?
Animals. So you know, exam, right? When you can read people's mind, you always study already.
Oh,
Wow, that's smart. That's smart.
Instead of a dog or cat person, Yanni is a person.
Yeah.
Okay, Peter,
yeah.
another very manly question.
Oh
Would you
man,
rather swim in a pool filled of Nutella or a pool filled with maple syrup?
any pool with you in it?
Ayo.
I mean, you can actually swim in
okay.
maple syrup. I don't think
Not
you
part
can
of the
swim in
options,
Nutella.
but we'll accept that.
I don't think you can swim in Nutella. So well,
Shireen, do you have a hero or like someone you
Yeah.
idolize? So would you rather vomit on them or have them vomit on you?
oh,
Whoa. I do have a hero. I have someone I idolize, and I idolize Batman a lot. Yeah.
I idolize Batman too.
Yeah. But he vomiting on me, that's a very out of character. I think I'll be the one vomiting on him, you know? From the way the man drives, and only I can survive another minute. on him.
Understandable. Okay, Dominic, I want to ask you one more question. Would you rather have 5 good friends or 1 best friend?
This is a very tough question. I'll just have, I say, 1 best friend. Think about like quality over quantity, you know? You sure you got 5 good friends, but you never
Yeah.
know if they're gonna stab you in the back. But if you have 1 best friend, you can just, you know, go through your entire life with them. I know a best friend myself, and that's Brian. Been childhood friends since
Nice.
he's a good guy.
I see. I mean, I would agree also because with having those, like, it's better to have 1 really strong support team
Yeah.
than 5 ones that are gonna crumple.
Hmm.
Anis, what about you? 5 good friends or 1 best friend?
One best friend, very obvious.
Okay. So I think that wraps up our would you rather.
Yeah.
I now know that some people like dead worms more than alive lizards. But yes.
Okay, so do you want to start with the questions? Because I'm actually really interested on how on what inspired and pushed you guys to be where you guys are now with the YEX and everything. Dominic, would you like to start first?
yes.
Wait, what are we starting with again?
What inspired you or pushed you to be where you are now?
As in general, right?
As for in terms of the YX competition, but yes, in general, you can say.
I suppose that at the start, let's just say that how I figured out about YX in the first place. That would just be Brian told me, as in I was thinking about, I wonder if there's anything I can join just for fun over the summer. I got pointed to it, so I decided to join it and just have some fun while doing so. And when I mean fun, I mean staying up until 3 o'clock fun.
Yep.
That sounds extremely
caffeine.
fun. It's like the type of fun you'd have on days where your assignment is due the next day.
Yeah, that's the kind of fun we're talking about.
What about you, Anis?
All right. So my school, last year they opened up a program, and that with 2 additional classes, one of them being computer science and the other being technopreneurship. And during technopreneurship, I saw all of these very unique ideas from my batchmates. And so I get very inspired from seeing their ideas and their endeavors and such. So I guess
And then
that
now
would
you're
be
here
the main
with
reason
your-
as to why I'm here.
That's nice. That's nice. Shireen, what about you?
I guess for me, it's more so of trying to find myself, you know. I've been always the type of person who didn't really know which road to take. So I guess I'm just trying everything and seeing which one really sticks the landing for me.
That's very relatable.
Yanni, what about you?
To be honest, right, straightforward. When I saw the 3,000 USD, right, so I just come only.
I don't know if we can put that in the video, but okay. Thank you, Yanni, for your honesty. Peter?
Okay, so I really like to improve on myself. I always want to do better, the best I can, but better, you know, to
Best than better, yes.
yeah, because as humans, we can't stop, right? We can't just like be content, because if you're not improving, you're dying. So personally, I always push myself to do the best that I can. So I saw YEX, so why not just join, right? Give it a go.
Yeah, take the chance.
Okay, wait, I want to ask you guys a question. We were actually supposed to ask this question at the start of the interview, but I kind of got carried away with the would you rather part. So I want to know more about all of your individual businesses and also your names, because we have not introduced your names to the audience yet.
Give a
So-
brief introduction about yourself and your idea for the viewers watching.
Maybe start with Chien.
Yeah. Hi guys. Should I introduce myself like that? Like, yeah. I'm Chien, and my business idea is generally neighborhood farming. So basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take large scale farms and trying to make it smaller, and so you can put it in neighborhoods, so we can have a much more controlled demand and supply. So we wouldn't really need to use all these chemicals in food production.
How old are you this year, Chien?
I'm actually turning 16.
23?
Turning 16. Turning 16.
No.
Turning 16.
Oh, 16. I'm so
Turning 16, 23. Peter, your business idea and a bit about yourself.
Right, so I'm Peter, and to anyone who might be watching this, have you ever procrastinated? Definitely, right? So my product is one small step, one giant leap. It will help you to help you to overcome procrastination in a way.
And you're 17 this year, right?
Yes, I am.
Whoa.
Very nice.
Dominic, what about you?
I've already kind of introduced my name there. Dominic Tan. I'm going to choose to introduce myself, a new tactical innovative card in the Neclaredia, who I very conveniently have a prototype right in my hands.
Wow, how convenient.
Yeah, it was in the cupboard right behind me. And as you can tell, I have definitely put a lot of effort and focus into this game, and I hope that I managed to, win.
And your business idea is selling that card game, right?
Yep, selling that card game for everyone to enjoy and to put tabletop gaming back on the table. No pun intended. Okay, maybe.
Dominic, are you 16 as well?
I'm 15 right now. You will know when I turn 16 by counting your New Year's.
All right.
Anis, what about you?
So hello, my name is Anis Liana, and I am from Genius Pintar, College at Genius Pintar Negara. And I am in the Digital Innovator Program. Like I said before, the one that had the computer science and technopreneurship class. And my product is called the Hydropot. It is basically a planting pot with a screen at the front where the user can enter the type of plant that they want to grow. And with that information, the pot will use a built-in clock that will accurately water the plant with the correct amount of water and watering times.
Yenny, what about you?
My name is Yenny. I'm 17. I don't have a prototype, but it's like a thing, like I call it like a back helmet attachment. Like you attach your back by magnets, and you can hook your helmet on it when it's not in use. Yeah, I actually left my prototype in my locker. So anyway,
Great, that's all wonderful ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna go back to the actual proper questions. What were all of your individual processes in terms of your journey building up from when you first got your business idea to where it is right now? Maybe Peter, you can go first.
All right. The product itself was mainly unchanged, but the way my presentation went was done and scrapped and redone and scrapped so many times, right? It just was not satisfactory. So oftentimes, like the prelims and the finals, my kind of script was really just done right before it happened. So it's a lot of changing the presentation method, basically.
You said like your ideas were like you did it and then you scrapped it, and you did it again.
No,
you scrapped it again.
The idea
Like you
remained
completely changed
unchanged.
your idea, or was it always about procrastination?
No, the idea remained unchanged, but the presentation method kept changing.
Oh, okay. I think I missed that. I heard you say that just now.
Yeah, sorry.
Oops.
Okay.
Dominic, how was the journey of your business idea from its inception to where it is now?
How am I always going second? All right, so yeah, the product, of course, it took 3 years to make it, so obviously I wouldn't change it at the last minute. But I went through 3 separate versions of the slides, all with 3 completely different prompts and problems to solve. And the thing about this, the hardest part about making the slides was that I had to fit to a strict time limit. And so I've learned an important lesson when doing the slides. And it's that good design is not when you can't add any more. It's when you can't take away more. When you're left with so little things that everything just hits really hard again and again and again. You trim the fat of your slides and what you get is pure muscle in a way.
I actually agree.
However, I did.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, Dominic.
I did change
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Anis, what about you?
Is this the journey of making our product or making the slides for the competition?
I'll say your product, but I guess we can talk
Like
about
in
just your pitch in
general,
general.
Okay. So the idea of my product was way before I started to refine it during entrepreneurship class. So when I got to refine it and put more thought into it, it was very, very fun for me. And in making the slides, because I have had this idea for a very long time, I don't think I had many issues when trying to interpret it into words.
I think we're seeing a very nice trend here where everyone so far has had the idea from the start, and it's more like they just worked with it and changed other stuff, more minute details along the way. Chien, what about you?
Actually, I'm gonna kind of break the trend here.
Oh,
It's a bit different, for me. Like, I always had many different motivations, I had different ideas, and I generally like a lot of things, and I have a lot of problems with certain things. Like, for example, I started out with a math project, I wanted to do a mathematics video game, because I really love math and I want people to understand the beauty of it. That's what I thought at first. Then I looked through the game and said, this is way too complicated. No. I'm going to scare away more people, for maths. Then after I came on, then I thought about another idea. I always loved the environment. I look out every day in the window and wonder, how can I make this world more beautiful? How can we preserve this world? So with the intention of trying to save the soil and planet, I came up with neighborhood farming, because actually the smaller farms take up more land than all agriculture land could ever do. And I did the math, it's quite a lot.
So in the end, it still relates to math.
Yeah. Do you really
Yeah,
like
it's
math?
always math. Yeah, I do actually.
same.
I really love the
Can't
subject.
relate.
Let's go. Let's go.
Math gang.
We all like maths, do we?
Math with an A, not an E.
No.
I mean, you don't like
Ah.
math. Come on, all of us like
These
math.
people.
Yeah.
But no, strangely, you guys are all exceptional people.
Like,
guess
I
not.
made a game based on number crunching. I'm
You
sure.
like math, Derrick?
I love the logarithms. It's quite fun. Those logarithms.
I don't have to disagree.
Okay. You don't like logarithms?
I mean, it could be because I just learned them ahead of time, but I find them to be slightly confusing. But look, I like it when it all just clicks, It just, oh, nice. Bang, bang, bang. You solve it.
I think after this, we should get Chien to open a math class for all of
Yeah.
us right after this recording.
I would try. Yanni, what about you?
Oh, mine was actually like a different idea, but it was like similar to the one that I have now. Which is like, long story short, basically I did this whole thing kind of last minute, like the week prior, like before that week, I only started, not gonna lie. And yeah, I actually found the idea. I don't know how, but it just appears. And so yeah.
It's
That's
just
nice.
suddenly popped out of existence.
I
Yeah.
have a question for Yanni.
Yes,
Yeah.
Peter,
Damn.
please
Yeah.
ask it.
Do you ride like bikes?
Can I ride bikes?
Do you ride bikes?
Yeah, I do.
How
I-
often?
So these days I didn't ride bikes that often, but normally I do like every week.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
nowadays
Ah.
Like, look,
Like bicycle bikes with the ones
Yeah,
Or like
like
or like
motorbikes.
motorbikes, yeah.
bicycles.
not motorbikes. I don't have a license, guys. It's like
I
of
thought we
course
were
it's
hearing
like
some legal stuff for
Yeah,
a second.
like bicycle.
Okay.
Right.
So like, where do you go
Yeah.
cycling at? Like since you like riding motorcycles, so where do you go cycling at?
Around KL. The KL basically like the city, like
Ah,
Nice.
yeah. Stopped cycling
Oh,
quite
yeah,
a while
but
ago.
you need to organize us a cycling trip right after that also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yanni,
Yeah.
Yanni, do you like join those like cycling groups or do you cycle alone?
I cycle with my cousin or my sister sometimes. Yeah. It's really hard to find a cycling group, but like normally those cycling groups like those old aunties, uncles.
Oh, so how long do you usually like cycle for? Since like Malaysia's weather is like so hot.
It's like I don't know, just cycle until you are tired, I guess. That's all. Yeah, but I don't nowadays I don't really cycle because I was too lazy, so I just e-scooter around. So
Laziness. I think you could use Peter's product.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
sure.
Speaking? No.
Okay, I want to ask you guys another question. This one is more related to being actually in the finals, because you guys are what, 5 out of the 61 people that joined, which is bagus lah. But I want to ask you guys, the day when you guys heard, like in that hall or wherever you guys were, when you heard that you guys made the finals, how'd you guys feel?
I feel
Dominic?
thankfully I go first this time. I felt very, very tired.
Tired?
I only drank one cup of coffee. I was too tired to feel any other emotion.
Derrick,
However,
I know.
I'm gonna say that if I think I drank enough coffee, I would probably feel incredibly terrified.
This is called caffeine dependency, Derrick.
No, it's just called energy maintenance. It's just how that works.
So you're telling us that making the finals of this grand competition made you feel tired?
Yes, because I thought it would be over then, but no, I had to do it again in front of more people. But you know what? Considering what happened during the presentation, my slides not working, I think I did as best as I could.
Yeah, that's good.
Chien,
Yep.
what about you? How did you feel?
I actually didn't really know how to feel at that moment because right before they announced my name, I told my parents, yeah, I'm not going to cut it this year. Yeah, let's come back next year. I don't know why. Yeah. So I literally just told them, yeah, I'm not going to win. Then I just shook my parents' hand. Yeah, I'm not going to win. It's okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Then after like a second or two later, they announced my name. Like, then my father reached his hand out again. He shaked it again. Like, okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. Like it was so sudden, like I'm always the type of person who demotivates myself, because I feel like I'm never good enough. But after getting into the finals, I realized I should hold myself to a higher degree.
You are good enough.
Thank you so
are
much.
Good enough. You're all good enough. Okay, Peter, what about you? Go next.
Are we gonna be completely honest here?
Yes, please do.
All right. Okay. Well, on Sunday I came early like to school. I was early there and I kind of heard them like practice in a way. So I kind of already heard my name then. So well.
Oh.
Man, got early reveals, man. Spoilers.
Exposed straight right on the recording.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess then you guys had a sneak peek. It's like, oh my god, I made the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the map.
It's just panic because I'm not prepared for another pitch, so I just spent the rest of the time practicing, I guess. Yeah.
But were you like happy when you
course,
accidentally
I mean-
heard your name?
Yeah, happy for sure, but also kind of like panicking because I have to do another pitch again. I thought it was over, but turns not.
Same,
Yeah.
same.
All thought
I
it
know,
would
right?
be over.
I know, right? I was like, suddenly I just had to go and pitch again. Like
Yeah.
I was trembling. Like, oh no.
Trembling.
After the emotionless stage, I'm like, I have to pitch again.
You and I, man. You and I.
Jenny, you wanna elaborate on your same?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was like, not gonna lie, I kind of like half, like, I want to go home, and another half, like, do I want to pitch? And then when I was like, I just go and take my certificate. But then I didn't expect anything. I was just sitting there looking at my phone and like, and then I'll just go up.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Then I
god.
was like, oh, and then I was like, I'm like, oh man, like I haven't prepared anything yet. So like,
Here we go again.
I mean, I guess you were in it, and then you're like, oh, I would just join only, and then at the end, you
Yeah.
actually now you're here. Anis, what about you? When you first heard you made the finals?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of already expected it based on context clues on the previous day, and also like just based on context clues, I kind of expected it. But still, I'm a very nervous person in general. So when I heard my name being called, then it suddenly hit me. Oh no, I have to pitch again. So I became even more anxious than I thought I would.
Well,
You know,
that
but
used to be like a trend.
I know that with Mike Hancock's 3-minute pitch video that you guys probably would have watched, right? It definitely prepared you guys on doing your pitch, right?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Think about this and that, right?
Yeah.
Me and Chien and I are both in the same group, and there's also another finalist in the tweens category. So all in the same group. So I was
Yeah.
absolutely horrified because I thought everyone else was on the same skill level as Chien, who's also in the finals. So I got two finalists from the same group, and I'm terrified because I thought that like, oh god, if he's in the finals, then everyone else is going to probably jump above me over here, and I wouldn't get a bit knocked down just because of skill issue.
Look at where you are now.
Yeah, man, I feel flattered.
Vincent, you ask the next
Yeah.
question.
So, what were the stages that your idea has been through? And I'm sure that it is much different from what it is now and its inception.
I mean, I guess for most of this, it's been the same for most of you, right? So I guess this question more towards Chien.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite a long story here. So should I start from the beginning?
Yeah.
So let's just
You can tell a long story, but make sure that it doesn't take up our entire hour, yeah?
Nah, I think it'll take around 2 minutes, I think. So it
2
basically,
minutes?
yeah, so it basically started during when I had COVID. So I had to quarantine
With a what?
myself. I had COVID, yeah, I had COVID. I actually
Oh.
participated, yeah, the photo you all saw. So it was me during COVID. So my parents actually quarantined me in a separate room, my room here. So I had to, I was thinking of participating in the competition already for quite a while. So decided to log on to the website. I just keyed in my details and like, yeah, let's participate. So during the whole 1 week stuck in that room, I was thinking to myself, what should I do actually? So I was thinking maybe I can do the maths again, as I said. It's a type of a geometry dash game, I like to call it, that I came up with. Then after I went to maybe I should do something more towards business startups, like, yeah, let's connect, investors to startups. So that was like another phase of the idea. Then I finally thought, why not I do soil? I always liked, the idea of farming, and I've already actually grown some of my own plants like pumpkin, like that's my favorite to grow. So then after that, even during that stage, I had like 3 ideas. So it started with a super large farm. Then it got smaller and smaller, and like, yeah, this is the one that worked the best. Yeah, pretty much it.
So one day you got COVID and you're like, I'm sick.
I should
So
go.
the best thing to do to recover is sign up for a competition. Let's go.
Got to get the grind, got to motivate yourself to look forward.
You got that sick energy pushing you towards here.
The
and-
COVID motivation.
I mean, there is some magic to being sick because you only put your mind towards the easiest thing, and sometimes the easiest thing is the best.
Yeah. And the best, and then throughout the whole thing, I did maths. My math.
Okay.
I practiced maths.
I actually have a question for you guys. I think this is gonna be a very fun one.
Yeah.
I wanna ask you guys, who do you think is going to win YEX?
All of
But there's a
us,
catch. But there's a
all
catch.
of
there's a catch.
Everyone except
You
me.
can only say
Someone
name,
other
yeah, other than
person. You
yourself.
can't say your own name.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with Anis. Who do you think out of this 5 wonderful people, or 4, because not including yourself, who do you think is gonna be on top in the end? Dominic?
Why?
Dominic.
Don't put me into this, okay?
Oh, look at him blushing already.
You don't put me into this like this, okay?
Why? Why Dominic?
Look, if I set my hopes down, I'll be saying, I didn't expect too much at worst, and I'll be surprised at best. As for me, it'll be everyone else but me. Probably Chien. Chien
Is it Dominic because-
is a really good speaker about it. He manages to answer all the questions well, probably better than I did. So I think he has a good bet on. I put my bets on him. You know.
So Dominic, you think Chien's gonna win because
Yes.
he's a great speaker, and Anis thinks they're gonna win because you're too humble.
What?
Is it?
I suppose. So now we just need Chien to recommend Anis and have a triangle going.
Okay, wait, Chien, before we ask you, Anis, why Dominic?
Yeah, why Dominic?
I mean, he's so charismatic, you know. I talk to him with my friends, and they're already like, I'm no longer voting for you.
Oh no.
Oh my
I
god.
apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's funny.
If you guys are tuning into the recording and you're not sure what this voting is all about, basically the way the YX is working is that 75% of their score is going to be based on the actual pitches that they did. But now there's that 25% where they're going to get people to vote for them. And by the time you see this video, it's probably over already. But now you guys are, I assume you're scrambling to get people like, vote for me, vote for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, future me, at least you tried.
Chien, who do you think will have the W in the end?
The WR. This is a good question. I think maybe Yan. I think it's Nili lah. Yan Nili. I think because her idea is actually pretty good. Yeah, it's good. It's solid. You know, having that gear on your backpack, that's a really fantastic idea.
Chien, do you cycle too?
Yeah, actually, I do actually. Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
really,
so you can relate, right?
yeah, I actually like. Yeah, I like
Your
cycling.
own like cycle group now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of the
Yeah.
uncles and aunties on the street, it's going to be Yanni and Chien.
Yeah. Yanni, what about you? Who do you think will win?
Actually, I don't really know. I'll say Dominic also. I don't know, you just give off like a really like winning vibes, you know.
What?
Like it feels like he won really, like, you know. I don't know. It's just,
Exactly the vibe that I get from him.
Like just,
yeah,
just
it's
grant-
like a winner vibes, you know. Yeah.
Winner in life,
Oh,
man.
champion. I mean, I think 5 of you guys, come on, you guys have to be, all of you at least giving out some sort of vibe of a champion, right? 5 people out of 61, pretty good accomplishment.
Mhm.
Peter, last one, Mr. Manly Man, who's gonna win?
I'm not really sure, but I think no matter the result, all of us have done our best. I think we are all winners here.
Wow.
Man with the
diplomatic answer there, I say.
man with the
Okay,
wholesome answer.
politically correct. I mean, personally, I do like your idea, Peter,
Thank you.
because I procrastinate a lot.
Yeah.
That's also why I did not come to watch all of your presentations.
Ah,
But you know, Anis, I like that water pot too. I think my mom would really like it because she always forgets to water her plants also. But yeah, maybe that can also be solved by Peter's idea, right? But who knows?
All right. So how was the experience with the whole entire experience with YEX to you guys? Like the coaching, the sessions, like the networking dinner, everything. So how was it for you guys? Like, Peter, would you like to go first?
okay. Personally, it's not the most fun thing. It's definitely very tiring. It's not enjoyable per se, but it's definitely a very educational process, I would say.
Like you will find that the entirety of YX, your whole journey to say from start to finish has been a tiring one. But would you say it's rewarding?
Yeah.
It is. It feels good.
Okay. I can probably guess why it's gonna be tiring, right? Like staying up to 3 or 1 to finish your work.
That day I had like 1 hour of sleep.
I don't even know if you can call 1 hour of sleep an hour of sleep.
It's a
It's more
nap.
like
It's
a
a
1
nap.
hour nap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nap.
Anis, how was the entire YX experience so far?
I feel very, very grateful because first of all, this is all a learning experience for me, and I think I know more than when I first entered. And I'm also very thankful for the judges and my coaches who gave me a lot of very helpful feedback with how I can improve my product and how I can expand on the idea in the future. And I'm very grateful for that. But also I was very anxious whenever I wanted to try and pitch. So like during the coaching, during the judging, all of it, I was very, very anxious.
I mean, you don't seem very anxious to me right now, but
You seem very calm. Like I watched her pitch that time. It was like she was really calm. Yeah.
it's like
It's a
Eminem.
natural thing.
Oh,
I've
actually
done
no,
this
I
many
think I'm not
times
gonna
before.
quote.
Her English is remarkable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayo, blushing already.
How cute. Dominic, what about you?
The experience was incredibly horrifying and tiring. Look, the thing is, it wasn't as tiring as you think it is because my motto is that with enough coffee, anything is possible.
I like how you have the coffee right next to you already.
Yes, always have coffee with you.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing. The one thing it probably taught me is to know how to turn negative things into positive energy. You know, you got the fear, the anger, sometimes the anger, the frustration. I decided to just, go all in and turn those into determination to win. I think that's
I
the
also
most.
want to add on something that Anis mentioned earlier. Like you guys are all developing these business ideas and everything, right? So even in the end, like what Peter said, we're all technically still winners because you're gonna come out of this with some sort of business idea already in hand, and you can probably transition that into something that you could move forward with outside of YEX. So that's probably one other good thing that comes out from this entire YEX experience. Yenny, what do you think is valuable from this YEX experience? How do you find it?
I think it's today. I think it's today. Basically, because I did like a last minute work and I tend to rush everything, which it's like thanks to teacher Eugene, he told me to take steps by steps to complete my slides and my prototype first. So yeah, and I just did it, I guess.
Sounds like
Yeah,
Yenny
that's
needs my
nice. That's
product.
nice actually, Jean.
That actually brings me, okay, that makes me think of a question, but I think we should ask Chien to finish
Yeah,
up this part first.
Yeah.
Chien, how was your experience? How did you feel?
Quite the interesting one, it's a roller coaster with ups and downs and all this. Yeah, it is all these feelings. It was quite the ride. And you know what? I feel like I got a lot of experience from it. I met new friends, you guys, and I learned more about entrepreneurs. I've never been fond of them. They've always been about money and all, but now I get to understand the mind behind it. How you have to deal with people. You have to try to understand what other people think of you and what you need to sell to the world.
That's very nice, Chien.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I also want to, this is the question that was stuck in my head after Yenny mentioned her answer just now about teachers, right? And people that help inspire us and push us to do this presentation or our business to even greater lengths. So what are all of your like who out of 5 of you guys, who do you think is your most like the person that pushed you the most or inspired you to go even further with your business idea? So we know with Yenny it's teacher Eugene, right?
Ah.
But maybe
Actually-
Anis, you wanna go?
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Who is the most influential person or someone that pushed you or helped you with this business idea and helping to develop it and push it to greater lengths? Who's
Yeah.
that one person that helped you?
like,
My
who
teacher,
was-
definitely, I think.
Your teachers? Is that like a
Yeah.
specific teacher?
Yeah.
Specifically my technopreneurship teacher.
Because that's the subject that I mean that's something in your school, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
What about you,
Dominic?
Dominic?
Why do I always go second in this thing? All right. I think it would have to be, I don't want to sound egotistical here, but I feel like it's myself.
Okay.
The thing, I'll give my explanation here. The thing about this is that, sure, your friends and teachers can support you, but it's up to you to push yourself to be the best person you can be. And especially a few months ago, I came from a very dark place mentally, and I felt like that I had no one coming out for me, but I decided to join this competition to get a breath of fresh air. And I felt I get to meet new people and it just invigorated me. So in a way, not only it was just myself, it was not only it was just me who helped myself, but it was also everyone who I met, everyone who, you know, pushed each other to be the best we can. And here we are in the finals.
That's very inspiring.
I mean, it's true. You are the only person that can move yourself. My
Yeah.
physics teacher tells us this in class all the time. You can pay people to do everything, but except for making you smarter and making yourself stronger. And I guess that's what you did.
ignore that.
What about you, Peter?
Okay, for me, it's a bit contradictory to Dominic's one, but okay, so in essence, I would say my parents are definitely like very big supporters of me and my idea. So they definitely help to keep pushing me forward, like guidance and ideas and just moral support and like saying you can do this, come on, go and get it done, right? So I would say I have to thank my parents for that, for helping me, like giving me a hand through this competition.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter's parents.
I mean, I'm sure all of our parents support each other. I mean, my dad was actively also suggesting that I actually do the work for the latter half of 3 months.
Thank you,
Wow.
Dominic's parents. And thank you, Andres' teacher. And also, Yanni, well, we know that you mentioned one of your teachers, which is teacher Eugene. Was that another teacher or was he like your primary, get this done, Yanni, or you're gonna, I don't know, something bad?
Dear Eugene, I don't know, man. He was just like, he was just there, but I need to reach out to him lah sometimes. And sometimes also I get a little bit help from my dad. Like, he has like this business thing, and then he was actually really strict. I don't know, not strict, but he was actually, oh, you gotta do this, but whatever. I didn't listen. But then I end up just do whatever I want. So yeah. But just there, I guess.
I mean, at least you got it done in the end. And I don't know how
Yeah.
many times I'm gonna say this, but look at us now.
Yeah. What about you, Shireen?
For me, I think my dad. Yeah, he's the man. He really, advised me throughout the whole thing. Even when I had COVID, I called him up and asked, "Can you give me your opinion on this and that?" So you really talked me through. You really gave me all advice, and also now you know where all the roller coaster of emotions went.
It's like, you're doing good, son. You're doing horrible, son. You're doing good. I guess in conclusion, we all kind of have that someone supporting us throughout this way, right? But like what Dominic mentioned, we also need to be that guy that pushes ourselves in the end. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
about the experience, from what I heard just now, it was all like lessons and stuff. So what are some advices you guys would give to your younger self, or like for the younger future participants of YEX?
now that you guys have this experience under your belt,
Yeah.
maybe Chien, you want to go first?
Yeah. If you have to be able to take risks, that's what I'll say. You have to try everything. You can't say no in business, I think. You know, you'll never know if you don't try, you know. That's what I'll say.
That's what my parents tell me about different types of vegetables. Peter, what did you learn and what would you advise for future participants or your younger self before this?
Okay, there's a couple of things that are very important. First one is confidence, self-confidence, definitely. This one is self-explanatory, right? If you're not confident in yourself, who's going to be confident in you? Second one is rapport, I would say. It's very important to bond with your audience, both on the stage and off the stage as well. I feel like that's what got me here today.
Thanks, Peter. Yanni?
I guess it's know what you're doing, and yeah, and also like if you are preparing slides, right, prepare like lesson slides so you get more chance to speak and just a amount of time, like the 3 minutes. And also like, oh yeah, and also like prepare the answer for the questions and trying to predict the questions that the judge is going to ask, so you'll be able to answer it.
So like basically think ahead of time and be
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
then plan for whatever that is about to come.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds very good, very nice. Dominic?
Finally, not second this time. So I have a feeling that you guys can read my mind because I seem to be telling this to myself every day. All right. I would just say, these 3 lines. Think like a robot, act like a businessman, and dream like a child. It's
Think
just
like a
those two.
robot.
Act like a businessman and dream like a child?
If it wasn't for those 3 things, I wouldn't be where I am today. If I would have thought, especially the dream like a child part, because everyone thinks that they're going to be the way they are forever. But I always say that if it was your fault that something happened, then it meant that you can do something about it. So go ahead and do something about
I
it.
think this is why 2 people here said that you have that champion vibe in you.
Yeah.
Amen. I mean,
Anis, what would be your advice for future participants of YEX?
My advice would mainly be in the realm of having more confidence in yourself and having a clear direction on where you want to bring your product. So whenever the judges ask you something, you have a clear idea of how and where you want to bring your product, and also confidence. Just believe in yourself. Sometimes it may sound cliche, but sometimes that is the best thing that you can have to bring with you whenever you're presenting. You want to give an aura of confidence.
There seems to be a common trend that you and Peter agree on.
Yeah, confidence.
And of course, all these things that we have mentioned, I'm sure that we can transfer these to like different parts of our life also. Because whatever we do, we're gonna need that confidence in us. And if we want to do better, we also need to be able to ideate and dream about different solutions. And of course, there's that grinding that needs to be put in place to actually accomplish that goal.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for that.
Shireen, we haven't asked Shireen.
Sorry guys, I really did your
So
math
sorry,
question.
Shireen. What about you?
Advice, you mean? Like, what type of advice I can give?
Yeah, to like your younger self or like future participants of YEX.
In terms of what for younger participants, I feel like
younger self as in before you join the YEX. Yeah.
I feel like the most important thing you need to keep in mind is confidence. Like everyone says, confidence is the key to all of this, it's all about confidence. If you have the aura and you can speak well and you can build trust in your in the judges and all of these things through your words and your, your strength, you can do well in this field. Business is like a mind game in a way.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like sometimes you hear this a lot when others are working. I mean, when others are sleeping, you probably have to be working in order to go ahead of the competition. I forgot where I heard that from, but it's from some entrepreneur guy. Pretty sure. Unless I heard it from my father, but he's an entrepreneur guy too, so it works.
I think that's what the Japanese do, they wake up, they wake up pretty early to just check on the stocks.
I think we're going out to like controversial territory when you mentioned Japan.
No, it's not really controversial. It's something that actually happens in a way. I'm not like I think so. It does, from what I've read.
The mindset.
It does happen. Yeah, they have the game plan in their mind. They're like all about the drive and the power. Don't ask me where I got that from.
Okay, it's almost reached our 1 hour mark, so this might be our second or last question, depending on how long you guys take to respond. But I'll ask you guys this. We know that 25% marking criteria, one of them is going to come from the audience votes, but we also have those 3 tasks, right? How has your task been going, guys, on getting people to like pitching your idea to others, stuff like that? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course you do. Because you all totally started doing it already, right? At least I hope so. And if you haven't, you can use Peter's product, the procrastination.
So useful, amazing product.
On that note, Peter, you want to go first? How has your task been going?
It's going okay, slow and steady, right? As long as it's moving forward, right? Yeah, there's been a bit of progress. Not there yet, but we're getting there. Yeah.
All right. Very confidential of you.
Chien?
In terms of actually trying to get votes, I think that's where I went more try hard mode, just sending to everyone I know. And in terms of interviews, in the planning phase.
Okay. Planning phase.
Yeah, planning phase. Still thinking who to interview.
Anis?
Okay. For the interviews, I already have a few people that I have in mind. I only need, I think, 4 more people that I need, but so far only in planning phase. I plan on interviewing them either tomorrow or the day after that. And then for the voting, I've only just started to promote. So not much progress, I think, but I hope I can be able to catch up.
I'm sure that it's possible.
Yeah, it's all right. Still a step.
I know in the end it's just 25%, right? Maybe if like whoever, like 5 of you, if one of you guys was like that, because I didn't watch the presentation, so I don't really know what's going on here. But if like one of you guys was Superman on the stage, I got like that 75%. Maybe you don't even need the audience votes, but that's a bit of a stretch because 25 is a lot.
Dominic?
Mind if I monologue a little bit? Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna say that I did an incredible amount of legwork beforehand too, and I've already managed to get 10 people before the competition started, apparently. However, the problem is the footage went missing somewhere, so I'm gonna have to collect everything again. But the thing is, I feel like that since I already have a product here, I did not want to fake any script. I wanted them to play my game, and I wanted their opinion in its entirety. I know a lot of people in my class who just bribe people into getting votes for them by giving them candy if they vote. I know at least one person did that, and I do not like that kind of way. I will focus on the merits of the game alone, and I will succeed based on the merits of my product, and that only.
I like the integrity behind your strategy, but whether it works, we'll find out. I mean, it's good. It's good to have that. I would say moral high ground, but that's not really the right word in this case.
Derrick.
Yes, Peter?
Would you like to be one of my testimonials?
Yeah, Derrick.
We can talk about that after recording.
In you too,
Chien, what about you?
In terms of like the testimonials, is still in the planning phases. You've already gathered a number of people, but I'm thinking to take it on the street, walk around and actually ask people about their opinions on your product. Because those guys are the guys who are going to buy my product. So it's important to get this point of view, because if I constantly ask my family members and all these people I know, they will say yes. But people on the street, they don't know me, they don't know who I am, they haven't seen my pitch. I'm very sure they haven't. So it's best to get their opinion. And in terms of words, I went from class to class and actually pitched my idea to them and told them the importance of what we need. Because I feel like the best way to gain votes and to gain trust is by telling people what you are and what you're trying to represent honestly,
I really like that point that you mentioned about getting the views of people that's just not just in your social circle, like people on the streets and everything. Because that's true, like when you ask somebody, or like you can test this out, you dress up like a bum, or you dress up really poorly, you go ask like someone that's close to you, how do I look? And then and then if they say yes, then it's not really like the best thing you can do. But if you go on the streets to ask someone that has no attachment to you,
to
then
get like unbiased like opinions.
So
and in the meantime, you can record it and post it on YouTube too.
That's just the truth. That's the beauty of truth. You get to know what people actually want in this world.
Jenny?
Yeah, actually same. I actually was about to go out like to around KL to ask like those bikers about my products, but my social anxiety say no. So it's like, so no.
What happened to the confidence?
No. Yeah, I didn't mention confidence there. It's okay. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out and get people to interview with.
I mean, if for the testimonial and the interviews, you guys don't need I mean, if you want, you can ask us. But whether we respond is a different question. If you really don't have anyone, we're here for you. Anything else you want to ask, Chien?
No.
If not, then well, I guess this brings us to the end of our fireside conversation. But before you all leave,
can we get a picture?
Yes, we need a group photo. I don't know how we're gonna take this. We actually have a teacher in the class at the back there, so I guess just look at your camera and look pretty for like 10 seconds.
2, 3, pose.
Can we do one thumbs up? 3, 2, 1, cheese. Freestyle. How do we do YEX in fingers? Oh, I got an idea, guys. The top part of the screen we do YEX, and the bottom part we do something else. Okay, I'll tell you guys the screen right now. Okay, we will do the Y. Dominic, you do the E. Somehow, just think of it. Peter, you do the X. Wait, what do we do for the bottom row?
The bottom row.
Another YEX? Okay, so
YEX.
Anis, you do Y. Strain, you do E.
Then Yenny, you do an X.
How do we do a Y?
This is not going to be easy.
1, 2, 3, smile. This is very cringe, guys.
Okay,
Thank you guys so much. And everyone, audience, that's all for this YEX Let's Talk. Thank you guys, and thank you, the 5 of you guys. I hope.
Thank you for having me.
Have a nice day.
We hope
Have a
that
nice day.
everyone
Thank you for
today
having
had a
me.
nice, insightful call. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.